with distinction until his retirement in 2004. During his tenure, he oversaw a period of significant transformation for the civil service, helping shape the systems, standards, and frameworks that continue to underpin government today. A highly respected member of the community, he was appointed to the Council for the Order of the Cayman Islands and served in numerous capacities. In commenting on his passing, Governor Jane Owen said, and I quote, "The Cayman Islands have lost a dedicated public servant. Mr. James Ryan gave nearly 4 decades of his life in service to these islands, and his contribution to the civil service leaves a legacy that will endure for generations. On behalf of the people of the Cayman Islands, I extend my deepest sympathies to his family." Premier Honorable Andre Ebanks, in expressing his condolences, noted, and I quote, "Mr. Ryan's passing is a heartfelt loss, not only for the civil service, but for the Cayman Islands as a whole. He was a distinguished son of Cayman Brac who rose to the highest levels of public service, and in doing so, showed what dedication, integrity, and commitment to these islands truly looks like. On behalf of the government, I offer my deepest condolences to his family, friends, and to the community of Cayman Brac." Acting Deputy Governor Eric Bush shared, and I quote, "Past Chief Secretary Ryan was a cornerstone of the civil service during a pivotal period in our history. He led by example, he served with integrity, and he left the public service stronger than he found it. His passing is a loss felt across the government and across these islands. My thoughts are with his family." As a mark of respect, the Cayman Islands flag on all government buildings will be lowered at half-mast today, that is the 20th of May, for the entire day. Flags will be lowered again for a period to be confirmed ahead of the official funeral. Funeral arrangements will be announced at a later date as well. So that ends the government's press release on the passing of Mr. James Ryan, former Chief Secretary of the Cayman Islands. And he performed so many other roles, District Commissioner in the Sister Islands, also involved in many elections in the Cayman Islands as the returning officer for the Sister Islands as well. And that is where I first made my acquaintance with Mr. Ryan during working as Deputy Supervisor of Elections and working with him over in the BRAC in his capacity as the returning officer for the Sister Islands as well. I also, had the opportunity to serve as Cabinet Secretary when Mr. Ryan was also the Chief Secretary. I had that opportunity. And after his retirement and my role as the host of For the Record, we kept in contact and we shared so much information either by talking on the phone or by WhatsApp messages as well. In one of our posts, this would have been in August the 30th of 2021, I shared photograph from the Tradewinds newspaper dated the Thursday, the 1st of September, 1966, that carried a story of his marriage to Miss Shirley. I shared that photograph with him, and he replied to me, thanks very much for the picture. And he said, by the way, Shirley and I, and this was, like I said, in 2021, by the way, Shirley and I celebrated 55 years of marriage on Saturday last as well. And then I also shared with him another article from the Tradewinds newspaper, and that particular photograph and article was about his Christmas program at the John A. Cumber Primary School, and that was in the Tradewinds newspaper on the 23rd of December 1965, that I also shared with him. And I'm going to share with you, when we return from our commercial break, the other individuals, all teachers, all Caymanian teachers as well, who were in that photograph. So don't change that dial. Please stay tuned. For the record, we'll be back shortly.
Cayman Art Week is back and bigger than ever, with art on show at over 50 venues across all 3 islands from Tuesday the 26th to Sunday the 31st of May. From one-off pop-ups and creative collaborations to open studios and late-night gallery hours, all events are free and there's art on sale for every budget. Join a guided bus tour or visit at your own pace. You'll find everything you need to know at CaymanArtWeek.com.
There you go, sir. Thanks for choosing JN Money Transfer.
Boy, thanks to JN Money Transfer, I can stay right here in Cayman and pay Mama bills back home in Jamaica. Her water, light, phone, and other bills never late. Every month I pay everything in one place.
Make payments to over 30 companies in Jamaica through JN Money Transfer. Fast, affordable, convenient. Call 1-800-744-1163 for details.
Yeah, let me tell you, no AC when I was a boy. I still remember just how good an ice-cold Coca-Cola was.
The part is, the coolest moms and dads always had Coca-Cola or parties.
The sound when you pop the top, and the fizzle, and that, after that first sip.
Coca-Cola, from generation to generation, that ice-cold bubbly. Coca-Cola, still a Cayman classic.
My mom's a superhero. She always knows what to do when I feel icky. Yesterday, we went to West Bay Pharmacy, and they had everything she needed. Medicine, my favorite Band-Aids with dinosaurs, and even flavored vitamins. Mom says they keep our family healthy. I think they're magic. But don't tell anyone. I think superhero shop at West Bay Pharmacy. West Bay Pharmacy, where the superheroes shop. West Bay Pharmacy and Centennial Towers. Convenient quality care is just around the corner.
Cineco's parametric insurance after hurricanes is now available for motor policies. Fixed automatic payouts cover incidental vehicle expenses like fuel, cleanup, and minor repairs. No claims, no damage required. $200 for comprehensive policies or $100 for third-party policies. Available exclusively through Cineco and included with all new motor insurance policies and upon renewal for current policies. Visit Cineco.ky today. Cineco, keeping Cayman covered.
Your dream home starts with a vision, and often inspiration is at the heart of that vision. Brand Source Home Gallery's in-house designers are here to help bring your vision to life. Whether you're remodeling or building a new home, Brand Source Home Gallery is your one-stop solution. Explore their kitchen cabinets, sinks, faucets, bath fixtures, tubs, vanities, and more. Let Brand Source's designers help and inspire you with your next project. Call 623-5000 and schedule an appointment with a design expert at Brand Source Home Gallery, Dorsey Drive, Industrial Park, serving Cayman for 50 years.
Looking for fresh, healthy food that's full of flavor? Then you've got to visit Kirk Market. Our dishes are made with fresh, high-quality ingredients. Enjoy vibrant mixed greens or satisfying pasta salads. Or try one of our delicious grill options like blackened chicken, spicy beef steak, or grilled salmon. Looking for something light and flavorful? We've got sushi rolls and poke bowls prepared daily. And don't forget to explore a hot bar or Billy Fresh salad at the salad bar. Stop by Kirk Market today for breakfast, lunch, or dinner and taste the difference. Eat well, live well with Kirk Market.
This is For the Record.
Good morning and welcome back to For the Record. We do have a caller, but before we go to the caller, I just want to finish what I was sharing with you in relation to late Mr. James Ryan. So the photograph with the school at the time, West Bay school teachers, because I don't think it was called Johnny Cumber Primary School at that point in time yet. So the teachers in the photograph, Miss Beulah Smith, Miss Cecile, Cecile Rivers, I believe I'm pronouncing that right, correctly. Miss Genevieve, Miss Iris Borden, Mr. Clive Christian, Miss Genevieve Borden, and Mr. James Ryan. So those were all the teachers at the West Bay Primary School. And Mr. Ryan had also shared with me that he started teaching in 1965. He started teaching in 1965. Another discussion that I was having, this was August of last year, we were talking about secondary modern school, and he said, yes, the secondary modern school is in fact the current high school. Layman Scott was the first principal. I took over from him and my team, and I upgraded the school to a high school as well. So, you know, so many memories. He and I, like I said, either WhatsApp or spoke on the phone as well. Let's grab our caller. Caller, good morning. Welcome to For the Record.
Good morning, Daryl. See, how are you doing today?
Good morning. I'm fine. How art thou?
I haven't been able to communicate with you for a few days. Well, man, I'm missing you.
Yeah, despite the fact that
long weekend's not working out.
But despite the fact that I've been, I was on radio 5 days last week, and Monday was a holiday, so I was on yesterday, now on today. God's willing, I'll be on tomorrow and Friday.
They got to forget about the position that you once hold in government. You got to be known as the radio host. You got to be retired and known as the radio host and go down in history.
Well, as long as I'm imparting information out there that people find beneficial, even if it's dealing in nostalgia at times, that would be good.
Yeah. Well, see, I just want to touch briefly on. There's many people send me a photo of an individual, and as far as I can understand from the from what was said or what was written, is that there was a young lady who migrated to the Cayman Islands from, I think, maybe Jamaica, and she was accepted into the community to the fact where the taxpayers' money educated her to a high level, and receiving her accolades or whatever, she chose to drip herself down in the colors of the origin of her origin, you know, and many people in the community are looking at that as being disrespectful to us here in the Cayman Islands.
When you say drape herself in the color, I'm made to understand. Was it some type of a scarf that was being worn?
Yeah, a scarf coming down on both sides of, you know, on the left,
on the gown,
straight
you know,
down, a very huge, you know, usually like that we put a little pin on the chest, you know, a little pin, and then you could have put another little pin on the other side with Cayman or something like that. Would have been appropriate, in my opinion. But to I see the photo, and that was really brawly. You know, that was that was very exposed, to, in my opinion.
So what are people's thoughts in relation to it? They you know, what are they saying?
Well,
that
I'm hearing people going as far as saying things like, well, if one can do it to no one can do it to her too. And the kind of things people are saying, you know, even though she have not committed a crime that would, you know, cause her to lose her status here in the Cayman Islands, but that's the feeling of people. You know how people feel.
So if when I wear my Cayman Islands T-shirt, my national T-shirt, I like to, as a matter of fact, I like to wear it when I'm traveling overseas so people know where I'm from. Is there something wrong with that as well when you put on your Cayman T-shirt and you go out there?
Only if Uncle Sam, if you're going to the United States, and Uncle Sam had take you in and educate you and give you everything that you possess in life, and then you on Independence Day in the States, you out there parading in your Cayman shirt, then that would be a different thing. But for you wearing your Cayman shirt, going someplace, knowing who you are and who I am, and not expecting anything from any other country, that would be a different story.
But do we really know the details? And I'm not defending anyone. I'm just making sure that we cover all the bases and try to create that balance. Do we really know, other than what is shared on social media, the details of this person in terms, you know, of their residency here, things of that nature? I'm made to understand that there was some posts on social media that a scarf or something that had been ordered in relation to depicting the Cayman Islands on it did not arrive in time. So some people are saying, well, if that didn't arrive in time, maybe she shouldn't have worn either one. Are you hearing that as well?
No. See, all I know is many people have sent me this photo and asking, and at the even I can tell you, even a elected member, a member of parliament, sent it to me, and at the bottom asking, "What is your opinion?"
Okay. Yeah.
You know, so that's what I'm saying. So all I'm doing is just I'm also asking questions. I thought you might have been you would have had some information on the post that was going around. I know you would investigate and find out exactly. So that's all I'm asking.
No, I saw it on other platforms and stuff like that, but I didn't. In all honesty, Lord Graham, something like that, I see it registers, but I don't place a whole lot of emphasis on it, simply because there are so many other challenges that we are facing in the Cayman Islands, that people are facing, cost of living, all of those things. To focus on something like that at this point in time, when there are so many pressures, Well,
see, as you know, most of my calling is not about propaganda. I'm saying that because I'm telling you why. Most of the people that send it to me, they send it to me because they know. Lord Bryan will call morning.
But don't let them use you. Don't let them use you. You stick to your agenda. Let them. You want to be the voice for the voiceless, but you don't want to be the voice for the cowards. Let them get out there and put it out there themselves.
Because many times they'll call me or see with information, and I say, why don't you call in? And I will call in behind you and support you. But mostly they want me to be the one and to be out there. And, sooner or later they're going to say, oh, that troublemaker because I'm the only one. So, but what I really want to touch on quickly before I go, OC, is that I understand housing, purchasing of a house or purchasing of property or whatever have been moved from the criteria of obtaining, being qualified to obtain status, right? Is that so?
I believe that the review of the point system, and I'm not sure that has been completed yet, but that was one of the things that the government was proposing, that was being put forward, that the ownership of property would not be if it factored into it, it wouldn't be given that high of a priority, simply because by requiring those persons who want to obtain permanent residence, requiring them to own property either in raw land or in terms of a home, then we're putting more pressure on the Caymanians who are trying to get homes, because it means that the market out there's more demand on the market.
Okay, OC. Maybe we might be putting some pressure on NAU too, because if we should not be given the status at all then. So we shouldn't be giving people status that don't have a house or don't have a means of getting a house. Because at the end of the day, we give somebody a status that don't have a house, don't have property, then where are we going? Or say, are we going to, and what is retirement? What cap at? Like $12 or $1,500 a month for pension?
Well, that's
they can sustain themselves on island, or see, with that type of income.
Right.
They cannot sustain themselves, so we have to. They have to go to NAU or some other source to maintain themselves if they want to remain here on island.
Sure. Well, we've seen that.
Might be one good thing, removing it. Then we might be cutting off our nose to spite our face. Not that I want them to be buying property, but I'm just saying.
But we have seen, Lord Graham, we have seen the government take additional steps now in relation to permanent residence. So when you get residence now from as of the 1st of this month, when you get residence, it's for a period of time. It's for a fixed period of time, which means that you don't qualify to be naturalized. Right, it has to go on for a longer period of time before that fixed date is taken off of it that qualifies you for naturalization. So we see the government stretching the time frame under which a person will be able to acquire Caymanian status. We hope that we will have some government that will come along at some point in time and say Caymanian status will only be available on grounds of descent and possibly marriage and nothing else. But gotta go, Lord Graham. Thank you very much. Let's keep the conversation going, folks. Top of the hour, 8 o'clock news. When we return, we will have members from the opposition in the studio, so don't change that dial. Please stay tuned for the record. We'll be back after the 8 o'clock news.
For today's biggest news.
Radio Cayman, the voice of the Cayman Islands.
With your latest news, I'm Carsley Fuller. The National Coalition for Caymanians Government releases its one-year update, quote, comprehensive account of its first year in office, including its legislative actions, strategic policy achievements, and community investments delivered across all three islands. Premier the Honorable Andre Ebanks.
We committed to tackling the issues Caymanians have faced for decades, to working collaboratively and holding ourselves accountable to the people of these islands.
In government's first year, it delivered, quote, landmark immigration reform with the Caymanian Protection Act, introduced the country's first ever housing policy, increased the minimum wage, is proactively addressing energy costs with a multi-million-dollar relief package this summer targeting fuel and electricity costs, and doubled funding for the Early Childhood Assistance Program. This extended access to an additional 235 Caymanian children. Other highlights include the new digital identity card and artificial intelligence policy, as well as new closed-circuit TV cameras in Cayman Brac.
We will continue to deliver real, tangible benefits and lasting change for the people of the Cayman Islands.
Going forward, the NCFC priorities include completing road infrastructure improvements, advancing the waste management modernization plan, expanding mental health and youth support, and continuing the modernization of public services. You can read the entire Meaningful Momentum report at gov.ky. After 1 week of stalling gas prices after a 7-week climb, most of those prices are creeping back up again. According to the Utility Regulation and Competition Office, the average price of self-service regular gas has jumped a nickel to $6.17 a gallon. The average price for premium self-service is up 6 cents from the last check on May 13th to $6.54, while diesel actually fell 6 cents to $6.74 a gallon. According to Offreg, you can get the cheapest self-service regular gas on Walker's Road for $6.03. On the diesel side of things, refuel has the lowest at $6.38 a gallon. Folks in Cayman Brac are still paying $6.24 a gallon, and it's $6.96 in Little Cayman. For context, the national average in the United States for a gallon of regular is $4.55 US. You can find the full breakdown of local gas prices at offreg.ky. And it's a new partnership between government and the Miss Cayman Islands organization that's heading into the classroom. Here's Radio Cayman's Elizabeth Charles.
The Ministry of Education and Training is launching an Education Ambassador program that will run through December 2027. The ministry said the initiative is designed to build confidence, communication, and leadership skills among students in public schools. Reigning Miss Universe Cayman, Tahiti Seymour, has been named the first ambassador. She will begin work before the end of the current school year, with visits planned for Clifton Hunter and John Gray High School. At the secondary level, Seymour will lead small group sessions for key Stage 3 and 4 students, focusing on goal setting, resilience, and personal leadership. At the primary level, key Stage 2 girls will take part in etiquette workshops covering self-presentation, respect, and communication. Those sessions begin in the 2026-27 academic year. Students will be selected in coordination with school leadership. The ministry says each future Miss Cayman title holder will serve as ambassador during her reign, continuing the program across schools. The program is scheduled to continue through the end of 2027. For Radio Cayman News, I'm Elizabeth Charles.
Now with a check of international news, here's the BBC, which takes us out of the newscast. I'm Karsley Fuller.
BBC News with Emily Thomas. The American Secretary of State, Marco Rubio, has offered to forge a new relationship between the people of the United States and Cuba. In a video message, he blamed the communist government for Cuba's food and fuel shortages and said the US was ready to deliver $100 million worth of aid. Vladimir Putin has failed to secure agreement on a new Russia gas pipeline to China during his visit to Beijing. The Kremlin said he'd achieved a basic understanding on the project in his talks with Xi Jinping, but that there was no clear timeline. The World Health Organization says it's exploring vaccine and treatment options to help contain the Ebola outbreak in the Democratic Republic of Congo. There's currently no approved vaccine for the Ebola strain involved. 2 possible candidates are being developed, but the process will take months. And that's the latest world news from the BBC.
Stay in touch with Radio Cayman with the latest up-to-date, accurate news and information. For your convenience, the headline news will be repeated on our sister station, Breeze 105.3 FM, weekdays at 8:30 a.m. Follow Radio Cayman on social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or download the Radio Cayman app in the App Store or log on to www.radiocayman.gov.ky and stay connected to what's happening in the community. Radio Cayman, your voice, your choice, your radio. This year, we're taking the Fet for a Cause one step further. Welcome to One Fet. Get ready for an unforgettable night featuring some of the top DJs on island, bringing you the ultimate vibe. From start to finish is pure vibes, good energy, and non-stop music. And the best part, 100% of the proceeds go towards supporting the Cayman Islands Cancer Society and autism acceptance. So this year, you're not just partying, you're partying with a purpose. It all kicks off Friday, May 22nd, 8 p.m. at Sandbar. Don't miss your chance to be a part of something bigger. Get your tickets now at the boxoffice.ky and get ready to take over the streets on Saturday, May 23rd with the Fet for a Cause family. One Fet, one vibe, one cause, one unforgettable experience. One Fet sponsors AI Rentals, CarQuest, Ace, Parker's, Coca-Cola, Tortuga, Stingray Media, Sandbar, Mike's Ice, Radio Cayman, Valvoline, and D&B Audio Technic.
This is the People's Radio Station. Radio Cayman in the Cayman Islands. The 8 a.m. weather update brought to you by
CG Britcay, where people come first.
Pleasant good morning. Let's take a look at the latest weather report. Current temperature is 84 degrees. Relative humidity is 79%. The barometric pressure is 29.95 inches and falling. The wind is out of the east-northeast at 9 knots. Overnight low temperature was 81 degrees. Synopsis indicate lingering moisture across the northwest Caribbean, along with low-level convergence and some mid-level support will support some showers today. A weakening ridge of high pressure will continue to maintain light winds and slight to moderate seas. Radar imagery show patches of showers in and around the Cayman area, moving generally westward. Now the forecast for today is calling for partly cloudy skies, becoming cloudy at times, with a 30% chance of showers and possible thunder. Temperatures will rise to the low 90s with a heat index near 99 degrees Fahrenheit. It's going to be a very hot day. Winds will be east to southeast at 5 to 10 knots, and seas will be slight to moderate with wave heights of 2 to 4 feet. Forecast for tonight calling for partly cloudy skies with a 30% chance of showers and temperatures falling to the low 80s tonight. Your winds will be easterly at 5 to 10 knots and seas will be slight to moderate with wave heights of 2 to 4 feet. High tide will be this afternoon at 12:26 with a low tide this evening at 6:54. The sun will set this evening at 6:54 and will rise tomorrow morning at 5:49. And the outlook is calling for similar winds and seas as the ridge of high pressure continues to weaken over the Cayman area. And that's the very latest on your weather report.
Let's hear it for your Wildcat cheerleaders.
Aunt Angie, weren't you a cheerleader?
The best in the Western Hemisphere, until I attempted that switch kick, double twist roundhouse.
Huh?
Exactly. I must have been in the air for 20 seconds before I fell into that snare drum. I set a world record, though, and thankfully I could trust the CG Medical Portal with my claims. All 37 of them.
The CG Medical Portal. Safe and secure. CG Britcay. Good like that.
The 8 a.m. weather update brought to you by
CG Britcay, where people come first.
My mom's a superhero. She always knows what to do when I feel icky. Yesterday, we went to West Bay Pharmacy, and they had everything she needed. Medicine, my favorite band-aids with dinosaurs, and even flavored vitamins. Mom says they keep our family healthy. I think they're magic. But don't tell anyone. I think superhero shop at West Bay Pharmacy. West Bay Pharmacy, where the superheroes shop. West Bay Pharmacy and Centennial Towers. Convenient quality care is just around the corner.
The traffic report is brought to you by Subway. Enjoy a delicious start to your day with breakfast from Subway.
Top of the morning, let's check in with traffic to see what's happening on our roads. Heading to the Georgetown area on Cool Road, expects little delay in traffic on Cool Road as you head on down here. traffic is at a steady pace. Further up on Shamrock Road, moderate flow of traffic. Further down, a little different story as you approach the Linford Pearson Highway. A steady but flowing traffic. And coming off of Bobby Thompson Way, traffic is steady and continuing on to Huldah Avenue. And steady traffic coming off of the Linford Pearson Highway on Agnes Way. Slight delays expected. And turning our attention to the West Bay area. West Bay 4-way stop flowing nicely. And on the West Bay Road and for the Ritz, traffic is moderate in both directions. And coming off the Astley Tibbetts Highway, steady but flowing. And continuing on to North Sound Road. Industrial Park area moving at a moderate pace. If you've seen accidents or incidents, let us know by calling us at 949-6990. Godfrey Nixon Way and Eastern Avenue flowing at a moderate pace in both directions. And flowing pretty good on Aidwood Street. Shedden Road, moderate flow of traffic in both directions. Owen Roberts Drive is moving pretty good, light to moderate traffic flow. That's what's happening on your roads. Join us again at about 10 minutes past 12. We'll give you another look at traffic. Remember, click it or ticket.
Start your year off right with Subway's Fresh Fit menu. 4 protein-packed subs with 20 grams or more of protein, under 500 calories, and loaded with full servings of crisp veggies on hearty multi-grain bread. Try the grilled chicken and avocado, the ham and turkey stacker, the seasoned steak and avocado, or the turkey and ranch delight. Big flavor, plenty of protein, and fresh veggies in every bite. Fuel your day the Fresh Fit way. Only at Subway. Subway. Eat fresh.
The traffic report is brought to you by Subway. Enjoy a delicious start to your day with breakfast from Subway.
Get ready to ride for a cause. The Lions Club of Grand Cayman presents Ride for Sight, Sunday, May 31st at 10 a.m. Join your community at the Cayman Turtle Center and cruise through the scenic route to Lower Valley. And it's more than just a ride. Enjoy refreshments after the event and know that every mile helps the Lions Sights program and the LCIF Foundation. Make a real difference in the community. Sponsored by Cayman Distributors and the Cayman Turtle Center. For more info, call 916-7634. That's 916-7634. Don't miss out. Ride for a cause. Ride for sight.
With Orrett Connor.
Good morning and welcome back to For the Record. We will soon have our guests in the studio. Meanwhile, I have been asked to send birthday greetings out to Haley Solomon. Nope, sorry. Oh, nope, I got the wrong one. I'm sorry. That was some time ago. Let me find the Dolores Thompson. I did that one already. Trying to bear with me. We don't like to have that silence on the when you're talking on radio. You don't want to have that dead spot there on it as well. Okay, so this person also pointed out that Mr. Ryan was also the principal of Lehman Scott High School, formerly Cayman Brack High School in the mid-1970s, as well. And there is another article that I will find in the Trade Winds newspaper that spoke about Mr. Ryan's return to Cayman, and both he and Mr. Clive Christian joining the staff of the West Bay Primary School as well. And I will find that article for you. I believe, come right in. We do have our guests who are coming into the studio. What we'll do, Miss Susan, can I come back to you for that commercial break? Folks, please stay tuned. We're going to get our guests seated in the studio, so don't change that dial. We will be back shortly.
At Kirk's Home Center, we can make your life much better. We got it all together. We got a great deal in store for you. From cookware to stereos, from power tools to plumbing supplies. Yeah, we got the best
Did you know that Doctors Hospital provides urgent care services 24 hours a day, 7 days a week? And Doctors Hospital's urgent care physicians have access to the most advanced MRI and CT imaging in the Caribbean, providing reliable diagnostics when you need it most. When you need quality urgent care for an illness or injury, Doctors Hospital is here for you 24/7. Whether it's a migraine, chest or abdominal pain, shortness of breath, broken bones, or another urgent need, Doctors Hospital at the top of Walker's Road. Urgent care right now.
She hear clunk and her car stop. I was just about to send her some money, so I send it straight to her JN Money Transfer card. It cost me less, and perhaps she use the card pay the garage right away. She'll get discount through the JN Rewards program in Jamaica. This card make things easy. You can even get funds at any multi-link ATM.
JN Money Transfer Card. Fast, affordable, convenient. Tell your loved ones in Jamaica about it. Sign up is free.
Looking for fresh, healthy food that's full of flavor? Then you've got to visit Kirk Market. Our dishes are made with fresh, high-quality ingredients. Enjoy vibrant mixed greens or satisfying pasta salads. Or try one of our delicious grill options like blackened chicken, spicy beef steak, or grilled salmon. Looking for something light and flavorful? We've got sushi rolls and poke bowls prepared daily. And don't forget to explore a hot bar or Billy Fresh salad at the salad bar. Stop by Kirk Market today for breakfast, lunch, or dinner and taste the difference. Eat well, live well with Kirk Market.
This year, we're taking the Fet for a Cause one step further. Welcome to One Fet. Get ready for an unforgettable night featuring some of the top DJs on island, bringing you the ultimate vibe. From start to finish is pure vibes, good energy, and non-stop music. And the best part, 100% of the proceeds go towards supporting the Cayman Islands Cancer Society and autism acceptance. So this year, you're not just partying, you're partying with a purpose. It all kicks off Friday, May 22nd, 8 p.m. at Sandbar. Don't miss your chance to be a part of something bigger. Get your tickets now at the box office.ky and get ready to take over the streets on Saturday, May 23rd with the Fet for a Cause family. One Fet, one vibe, one cause, one unforgettable experience. One Fet sponsors AI Rentals, CarQuest, Ace, Parker's, Coca-Cola, Tortuga, Stingray Media, Sandbar, Mike's Ice, Radio Cayman, Valvoline, and DNB Audio Technic.
This is For the Record.
Good morning and welcome back to For the Record. In the studio with me this morning, Deputy Leader of the Opposition, Honourable Kenneth Bryan, and Member of Parliament, and representative for the constituents of Red Bay, MP Mr. Roy Tatum. Gentlemen, good morning. Welcome back to For the Record.
Good morning, Mr. Connor, and good morning to Susan, and good morning to our listening audience, particularly those in Georgetown Central, Kimbrack, Little Cayman, and Grand Cayman.
Okay. Good morning, Lucy. And oops, get the microphone set up. Good morning, Lucy, again. Good morning to your listeners. Particularly good morning to my constituents in Red Bay and my family and friends over there in Kimbrack and in Little Cayman. Good to be here with you again.
Great to have you. Great to have you.
Mr. Connor, as usual, it's always awesome to be here, and please allow me to just offer some apologies as our leader is doing official travel, as well as the Honorable Roy McTaggart, and we hope and pray the Lord keeps them safe while they're doing their traveling. It's a pleasure to be on here. We hope to speak about a few things, but we do have some offerings of sympathy that we want to address first before we get
certainly. Yep.
Thanks very much, OC.